era coins are simply fascinating, and they can assume many different guises. From off-center strikes to die caps, mated pairs, overstruck, double struck, wrong planchet errors, struck inclusions, off-metal errors, and so forth. What I'd like to take a look at today is a peculiar dual denomination error that was offered by Stax Bowers in their June 2020 US coin sale. It is highly unusual to see a double denomination coin to begin with, let alone one that was so perfectly struck such as this one. What we have is a normal Sacagawea dollar, which was then inexplicably overstruck with a Lincoln cent. Both strikes are clear and full with no deformation of the planchet to speak of, with the cent positioned off-center at the 530 mark on the obverse and around the corresponding 130 mark on the reverse, with both denominations clearly seen, $1 and 1 cent coin. The cent is clearly dated 2000 with no mint mark, and while the date is obscured on the dollar, the last zero is in fact visible. From this, we can easily infer then that it also has to be a 2000 dated coin, presumably from the Philadelphia Mint as well. So from this, we can then learn that the dollar coin was struck normally. It then somehow found its way into the press for a Lincoln cent, or, well, at the very least, in between 2 cent dies, where it received a full pressure striking and resulting in a near perfect overstruck coin. It is plausible that the sheer size of the dollar prevented the collar die from fully deploying over the anvil die as it should have done normally when the cent was struck. This coin was slapped by PCGS as a mint error with a grade of MS66 and sold for an impressive $38,400 at auction. And the really crazy thing is that this isn't actually the first time that we've seen something like this either. Back in 2015, Heritage offered a similar coin, also PCGS MS66, in their Summer Fun auction. Initially, I assumed that it was in fact the same coin that had just reappeared at auction several years later. But upon examination, it becomes quickly apparent that it is in fact not the case. The position of the penny overstrike differs greatly from coin to coin, and you can't see the date on the dollar for the first coin at all, but presumably they would both be 2000 Philly Mint issues, and you have to assume therefore that this happened probably around the same time as well. So then the question becomes, was this in fact a genuine mistake, a mint error, or was it a rogue mint employee intentionally doing this? The sad fact is that we will likely never really know, but speculation can be fun, so let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comment section below. Oh, and for those who are wondering, that first coin from 2015 sold at auction for $35,250. Now, just for a bit of perspective, dual denomination coins, while certainly rare, are not exactly unheard of either. In 2016, a coin was sold where a Lincoln penny again was overstruck on a 2000 dated New Hampshire state quarter, creating in effect a 26 cent coin, I suppose. That coin was sold for $9,600 at auction. And then the most famous, however, would have to be the 2000 Sacagawea dollar statehood quarter mule coin, where the obverse die from a state quarter and the reverse die from a Sacagawea dollar were paired together for a die marriage that was never intended to be, creating several of these $1.25 coins, an example of which was sold at auction in 2019 for $120,000. And again, this was from the year 2000 and the Philadelphia Mint. Seriously, what was going on in the Philly Mint around the turn of the century? Okay, so then if we're talking about mules, then just one more example. This appears to be a somewhat poorly struck 1999 Lincoln penny, until you turn it over and discover that the reverse was impressed with a Roosevelt dime instead. So I suppose you could say that this is a Lincoln dime from 1999. The coin was sold in 2006 in a PCGS slab with the grade of MS66 for the sum of $138,000. So let me know what you think of coins like these in the comment section below. Subscribe to WNN and activate notifications with the bell icon so you'll know when new videos are released. For the World Numismatic News, I'm Numisman saying thank you for watching, stay safe, keep collecting, and have a fantastic day.